Hey guys, this is the third video on topic 5, finding missing lengths of similar triangles. And in this video, we're going to take a look at question 25. So this question asks us to find the length of our Q. So the first thing couple of things you should notice right off the bat. First of all, I only gave you information as far as side lengths about 2 sides. That's only enough to set up one scale factor, and I know that I need 2 scale factors to set up a proportion to solve for a missing side length. The other thing that we need to notice is that we are given some congruent segments, okay? The fact that SR and RT are congruent tells us that point R is the midpoint, and the fact that UQ is congruent to TQ tells us that point Q is also midpoint. That tells us that segment QR is a mid-segment. So there's a couple of things that we know about mid-segments. First of all, I know that I have mid-segments when I have midpoints. So if I see midpoints on my paper, then I have a mid-segment. If I have a mid-segment, then again, there's 2 things that I know. I know that I have parallel segments, and I know something about my scale factor, and I'm going to come back to that part. So the parallel segments are my mid-segment and my third side. So again, that's important to understand so that I know what angles are congruent. If I have parallel lines, then corresponding angles are congruent, and angle U is congruent to angle Q, S is congruent to R, and by the reflexive property, angle T is congruent to itself. So at this point, I can set up my similarity statement. Triangle SUT is similar to triangle. S corresponds with R, U corresponds with Q, and T corresponds with T. And of course, I want to find side lengths, so I'm going to set up my scale factors. SU over RQ, UT over QT, and TS over TR. Okay, so once again, I only know information about 2 side lengths or 1 scale factor. SU and RQ, so SU is x plus 3, RQ is x minus 2. I don't know anything about UT and QT, and I don't know anything about TS and TR. So if I get to this point in the problem and I haven't identified that I have a mid-segment yet, this should be the hint that I have a mid-segment. If I only have 1 scale factor, I can't solve because this is not an equation. I need a second scale factor. So that's where this comes into play. If I have a mid-segment, I know that my scale factor is either equal to 1/2 or 2. Those are my options. And that depends on whether I set up my sides as big over small or small over big. So if I look at my diagram, x plus 3 is my bigger side. I set it up so it was big over small. That means I need a matching scale factor. 1 over 2 is small over big. And 2, remember 2 is really 2 over 1. That's big over small. I need big over small to match with the scale factor I already set up. So this is going to be equal to 2 over 1. My calculator, and solve, control divide. I have x plus 3 over x minus 2 equals control divide 2 over 1. Then I do my comma x. Okay, and it tells me that x is equal to 7. Okay, x equals 7. I'm not quite done because I need to find the length of RQ, and RQ is equal to x minus 2, which is 7 minus 2, so RQ equals 5. And there's my answer.